Hello, my name's Jackie Stack. I'm here to kick off the Family and Culture Advocacy Week. My goal here today is to encourage families to get involved in their child's development and their learning at home and at school. Children's development is greatly affected by their family and the environment in which they live in. According to Science Daily, young children from infancy all the way up to middle school learn to react to situations based on their past experiences. So some children that are raised in problematic families have more difficulty regulating their emotions, which also in the long run leads to depression and then more mental health issues, as opposed to children who are raised in more comforting and nurturing families. They have a warm environment. Parents are there when they cry, when they need them, they hold them. Those children tend to thrive a little bit more academically and socially. They tend to have better relationships, throughout their life, just with friends and, better marriages. They also have better classroom behaviors. They tend to do better and have more respect for other students and for teachers. And they just tend to be able to regulate their emotions a little bit better than children that are raised in more problematic households. So culture and community play a significant role in the development of these children. Everything that a child is and believes in is shaped by the family and everyone that they interact with. So teachers and peers and all of the leadership in their life, like the church and their principal, grandparents, whoever they're interacting with in the community that surrounds them. So their cultural norms in which we live, they help guide and impact the behaviors and the language, emotions, social skills, how we think, the things we do, how we react to things. All of this is influenced by culture and community. So some ways that we can integrate this into the classroom would be just learning the background of these students and try to incorporate that into our curriculum. Just try to make everything inclusive, learn the students, learn their behaviors, what type of household did they grow up in? Was it a warm, nurturing background where the parents are involved and they're loving and caring, or was it more problematic to where the child is always stressed out and has trauma and maybe they need more of that nurturing in the classroom? So it's just important that we learn our students and learn what they need and what they're bringing into the class so that we can implement that and make their whole learning experience a little bit better. Another way to integrate culture and community into the classroom would be just find some local issues or problems within the community and try to get the children involved in finding solutions for these problems. Have them talk together to get other people's perspectives and views and just have them collaborate with each other, work together, find different solutions and support each other, and really just start advocating for their own community. Trauma and stress have a significant impact on child development. So according to the CDC, common stressors and traumatic experiences that children face may be neglect, growing up in a household where there's drug abuse and substance abuse, violence, abuse of the child, abuse of, one parent abusing another, death in the family, maybe their parents are incarcerated, just anything that does not have balance within the house could cause trauma in the development of that child. Trauma and stress, they do affect school performance. When children experience these traumas and stressors at home, they don't tend to do as well in school. So they tend to not be able to focus on what the teacher's saying or schoolwork because they may be playing back something that happened the night before at home. There may have been a stressful situation or something that had happened, and that's just what's playing on their mind. So they just can't focus on their schoolwork. Another thing is just they may be tired. Maybe they didn't get something to eat the night before because of the stress or neglect, parents neglecting them. They don't, make sure that they have meals. at dinner time. They don't get their showers and all the personal hygienes that they need. So all of these things, they play a big impact on children's development and how they act in the classroom. And trauma and stress, they highly influence child's development and school performance. So some children, they're not able to regulate their emotions. So you may see them lashing out in class. They may be hitting kids and getting aggressive. They may be throwing things. Some just shut down. Some cry. They all have different types of reactions. And it could just be you telling them that they have a wrong answer, or it could be anything that sets them off. Maybe they're not first in line and there's another student that's first in line and they just, either flip out or they overreact because they don't know how to regulate those emotions. Some ways to hopefully help prevent or help with these traumatic issues would be just preventing them. So the best strategy is just trying to provide a safe and stable, loving environment. Let the child know that they are valued and they're accepted and they belong. So making them a part of your class and making everything inclusive is real important for these children. So some things that families can use at home when children are exposed to trauma and stressful situations. Typically, these children, they act and react differently to those that aren't raised in these type of environments. So maybe finding a healthier way to express their emotions and to release this built up tension. They're really quick to be defensive and blame others for things. So maybe just have them take a breath, relax, and just find ways to deal with the stress. Communication and showing the child that they have the support is another way. You can work through this trauma together. Really just talking about it, letting them know that their feelings are normal feelings and validate what they're saying and how they're feeling. And then again, just help them work through it. Allow them to express their feelings without judgment. Don't judge them and don't tell them that they shouldn't feel that way. Let them find a way through whatever it is that they're getting through. The best way to help the child at home, if they are dealing with trauma and stress, is just try to prevent it as much as you can. Try not to raise your voice, get loud, argue, be violent, neglect. Just always show the child attention. Show them that you love them, you care about them. Try to just create a routine. Make sure that everything is stable and safe for the child. Just make sure that there's nothing that the child has to worry about. Let them be the child, you be the adult. Just let them know that everything is taken care of. A couple of strategies that families can use outside of the school to help maximize learning for their child and promote positive environments is get involved. Get involved with family engagement night with your child. Go there. On what they're doing at school. You can learn it together if you don't know how to do certain problems that they're doing, like certain math problems or reading, science, certain things. Y'all can go there and do them together and learn just the system, how everything is done in class. Being able to do that with a child provides a chance for you to learn, and also the child can show you what they're learning, and then they get excited about that. When they can show the parents how good they're doing at school, it increases their self-esteem. They tend to have better behaviors, better social relationships, and really it just motivates them. And that way they have better grades, they want to go to school, they're excited about learning. So another thing that parents can do at home with their child is just praise them for doing good, compliment them when they do good things. When they come home with homework, there's homework or classwork in their folder, whether it's graded or not. Just go over it with them. Do it. Let them show you how to do there's certain math problems and reading problems. Let them read to you. So them showing you that they're able to do these things, they get excited. So they get excited when you're proud of them, and they want you to be proud of them. So they continue to just do good and strive to do good and learn more. So that's it. So We're here for Family and Culture Advocacy Week. The goal is to get families involved. So get out there.